Hi, this is Mrs. Davis, the librarian at Russellburg Middle School, and I am back again to talk to you a little bit more about Canvas to hopefully help you to help your child be successful while they are navigating Canvas. So today's videos are going to touch on modules, completion of modules, looking at the calendar and assignments, checking comments from the teachers, and making sure your child is actively participating in their Canvas pages, not just reading them. So we're going to start with the dashboard. So remember, we talked about this menu bar over here, and so I went into into Canvas and logged on, and then I clicked on dashboard, and it brought up all of this student's courses. So we're going to pick one, and we're going to go into this English course. So remember that the first thing your child should do is check these announcements. And remember that you cannot read the entire announcement unless you click on the announcement. You click on the announcement and read it, and then you go back to home and it'll take you right back to where you were. All right, so when you're looking at their assignments, if you look over here on the right side, there's a list of assignments that they need to complete. If they, for the most part, if they're not completed, they're going to have an X. If they are completed, they're going to have a green check. Now, there is a time difference, so your child might have completed it that day, and it might show that it hasn't moved it yet to a check. So if they say they did complete it that day, it's possible that they did, and we can look for it in another place. But these are just the list of assignments. It's not where your child should start. Your child should start in the modules. So you click module, and all of the modules are arranged in order by date. The newest module is on top. So this teacher has hers listed by the 9 weeks. So this is the second week. This is the second 9 weeks, excuse me, and it's week 4. So if we scroll down really quickly, we'll scroll down and we'll see that second 9 weeks, week 3, is down there. So everything is organized by newest thing on the top. So if I want you to look over here on the right side. On the right side, there are completed check marks. So if the assignment has been completed, it automatically puts a check mark there. If it also tells you right here if your child has viewed something or if they have not viewed it. So looking at this one right here, it says week 4, and it says that the assignment was viewed, and it has a green check mark. So that means that your child actually went into that module. It doesn't necessarily mean that the assignment is totally completed, but they did go into the module. It also will tell you if something is marked completed or marked done. So that means that this student went in through the module, looked at the module, read everything, and then completed the task. And so it is completed. All right, so if your child were starting and today were the first day, then they would click on the first thing on their list of things to do. So it takes you in to the assignment. And for this one, they have to check in, and this is a daily check-in how they're doing. So some things are not very complicated to finish. They just have to actually go in and do it. I know that there was one teacher, I was in the classroom, that one of the assignments was to just say, it's like a participation grade, just to say what was your favorite Thanksgiving food, and they got 100 for just the participation. So participating is just as important as making sure that they are in the assignments, doing what's asked of them. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to talk about was using the calendar. So remember over here on this left side, this toolbar, if you click on their calendar and you have it set to month like this one is, it gives all the assignments for the entire month, and they're also color coded according to their class. This is a great way for them to keep up with, a little quick look at what they have due. And as the assignments are completed, they are crossed off their calendar. So that's a great little way to do that. And then another thing is if you go back to the dashboard and you go back into the course, if you click on grades, every class has a tab for grades. So if you go into grades, it not only tells you the grade point average at the end of the 9 weeks, it tells you the graded assignments. So second 9 weeks, you can put it back on first 9 weeks if you'd want to, but we're in the second 9 weeks and we're in English, so we're going to leave it on English, but we can toggle between all the different classes that your student has on their dashboard. And we're going to stay in English for a minute and we're going to look down. So this is a quick way to look at what assignments they've completed. So there's a couple things to notice. One, that the student got like a 5 out of 5. So that means that that was completed successfully. This one has a 13 out of 15. And do you see this little comment, this little like speech bubble? This is saying that the teacher gave a comment. Don't forget that you need to have a greeting each of your emails as well as a sign off for each one. And it's saying that he or she received 13 out of 15. So it'll also tell you if the assignments were late. It tells you if there are missing assignments here. It's really important to look at things that did not get a lot of points. So if it was something that, for example, this was a thesis statement and it's a 12 out of 16, the comment was that a few of the statements were missing a reason or the sentences were too long. You can recomplete this for credit and turn it in. So if they wanted to resubmit it, the student just clicks on the assignment, it brings it up. Here's that same comment from the teacher. If they click on the assignment, it will download it, and then it comes up down here in the bottom, and the student can bring it up, click Enable Editing, and then the student can fix the mistakes and they can save it. It's really important to go up to File and go Save. All the teachers have suggested that students, when they save it on their desktop. So they go back to their desktop and save it into an English folder. So they have a folder for English. They have one for social studies. They have one for science. And that way, when they save it, they should save it as a thesis statement or whatever it is as a completed document, and then they can find it again. So I hope that this video helped you to understand about assignments and working through modules. And just remember that if you get into something, if you always just go back home, you can get back to those course cards and you can go back in to whatever it is that you're looking for. You don't have to feel like you're gonna get lost because you always go back to the dashboard and you can get back to wherever you were in the first place. But it is important that students do not just go to the assignments, that they go into their course and go into the modules and work through the assignments that way. Because otherwise, they're trying to do an assignment for something that they haven't done any of the work for. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you again soon with a new recording.